back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you all of the bassoon goodies that I have picked up this last spring. The first of these was actually sent to me, and it is a large piece of plastic. Now this large piece of plastic is also quite thick. This is fantastic because my dad picked up a huge piece of this at a tag sale. He then took it to a machinist and had them cut it down to the size of a music stand. He then buffed the edges so that there was nothing sharp to catch on my fingers, and he polished the plastic. Now this sets me up for all of the summer outdoor concerts that we have coming up, and I'm not going to have to fuss with any of the clothespins, so that if a nice summer breeze happens to waft by, my music will not go with it. The next thing that I picked up is actually a series of rings. Now I picked up these series of rings with Benjamin Coelho when I went to University of Iowa, and this is in large part due to my Marcus Bona case. Many of you know I have recently picked up the newest style of Marcus Bona case for my Heckel bassoon. I had to special order it so it fit my extra long joint, and overall it's been a fantastic case. But I have to say that the way that the backpack straps are attached to the bassoon case has a series of metal rings that flip over. Metal rings that flip over have an open end on each side, and this open end on each side has a tendency to get stuck on the back of my pants, either on the waistband or on the pockets. So I feel always when I'm wearing this case as if I'm either going to rip my pants, or because it's pulling my pants down, like I'm going to accidentally flash somebody.
Oh no!
And I know that Benjamin has a little bit of engineering in him, and so I said, hey, what can we do to fix this? Rather than try to completely shift the rings, we just went and replaced them. So we had a full trip to the hardware store. It took, I think, 2 hardware stores to actually get enough of the rings to work. But what you do is you unscrew the ring, and when you unscrew the ring, then it can fit through the strap, and then you can go ahead and re-screw it so that you have no open ends on this at all. It's also easily replaceable and non-permanent. So for me, this is a fantastic option because now there's no edges to get stuck on the back of my pants. While I was there, I also did tons of reed chats with Benjamin each night, and he has recently started working with some of the styles of Andante e Rondo, what they do for wrapping their reeds. And of course I'm intrigued. I have already met Giorgio last year at the IDRS conference, so I wanted to dig in with his experiences. In wrapping the reeds, I picked up a bit of plumber's tape and also Mod Podge. So I will be playing around with these on my channel with different ways to go ahead and wrap reeds. I also picked up more Duco cement because the first layer does still use a bit of Duco cement. So again, this isn't directly from Giorgio. This is Giorgio via Benjamin, and then probably my twist on it as I get more comfortable with it, but I will be sure to share that in an upcoming video. The next bit I picked up is for summer reading. I picked up the Heckel book. Now the Heckel book in it has not only the history of the Heckel instruments in the opening, but it also has a chart of all of the instruments, when they were made, and where they were shipped to. For me, I am so excited about this because I actually got to look up my Heckel bassoon, and I got to see that it was in a bit of instruments that were all shipped to the United States around the same time. And I also got to look at its date when it was made. So for me, it's great because I know that I'm going to come into contact with other Heckel bassoons. Having a little background on each of the instruments never hurts. I also picked up a brand new bocal. I picked up, I know, just take a moment, off of eBay, a Puchner DD1 bocal. Now this is a brand new bocal that was made available through Custom Music. I could have easily just called Custom Music, but the price on eBay was only $250. I have worked a lot with DD bocals in the past, and I know that for the bassoon that I am overhauling, that I wanted to match it to a DD1, and the bocals are so consistent, I didn't have any fear about it. I just went ahead and ordered it. I have to say that I also picked up a brand new case for it, but I can't show you the case because I had the case shipped directly to the repair technician so that when the bassoon is finished, he has a case to ship the instrument back to me. From bassoonfactory.com, they sent me a brand new reed case. Now, I am so excited about this because I think this is the fanciest reed case I have ever owned. It is made out of great wood. It has air holes on the side, and these air holes on the side mean that my reeds will dry out so that they won't mold. Inside the case, there are perfect little ribbon holders for each of of your reeds. So whenever I am not traveling, this is my go-to case. Now, bassoonfactory.com for all my Australian friends, that is local for you, but for us here in United States, Canada, this is across the pond. Now, they have contacted me and said, hey, do you want to carry some of these? So if you are interested, please leave me a comment down below, and I will be sure to carry these on my website. I have bought a lot of cane. And you know I buy a lot of cane because I make a lot of reeds. So the two types of cane that I bought most of during the spring is going to be the Madeira style Eryn Oft as well as the Donati style Eryn Oft. I have started selling reeds in both of these styles that are Raffe reeds. And I have to say that I'm interested for those of you that have purchased both styles, what kind of bassoon you have and which style you liked for which type of piece. I'm interested because I like to catalog who's playing which style of reed and where they're at and what colors they're most interested in. I've noticed that bassoon timbres and textures around the world differ, and I'm always interested to see how people are using the reeds in order to get the best tone colors for themselves. So if you have, please leave me a comment down below and be sure to tell me all of the details so that we can all share our ideas. Now, because I bought a lot more cane, I needed more cane storage, and I went ahead and bought new Muji containers. The Muji containers I like for storing reeds, if you've watched my cane collection video, because they have a hole, which is an air vent. They are clear so I can see the cane, so I know when I start to run out. I have to admit that I've already started buying cane for summer, but that will be in a summer haul video because you know that I do most of my testing on cane during the summer months. I bought 2 more beginning bassoon books, largely because I know that I've talked about doing a series on this of what books are out there and on the market for a blog and which ones I like best and why. But I'm realizing that as the audience that I have watching the videos is more global, I need to have a more global approach on this. So I wanted to make sure that I am covering as many books as possible, which meant ordering more. So I know it's delayed, but we're getting there, guys. The first of these I got was the Primary Handbook for Bassoon, which, can we just have a moment that this picture ends up on more bassoon books? I also picked up the Abracadabra Bassoon, largely because I know that a lot of you guys that are in England use this as a beginning book, and I wanted to check out the folk tunes that are used in it, as also some of the ideas and the fingerings to see just globally what everybody is using. If you have a different book that you are using for beginning bassoon, please go ahead and leave a comment in the description box down below so that I know to include that in the overhaul of which bassoon books I like best and why. Okay guys, this is a wrap up of everything that I bought this spring for bassoon. If you enjoyed this, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you don't want to miss any future videos, be sure to click that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!